Can you tell me which part you understand?
I only understand. I only understand rising edge and falling edge.
Okay. So can I ask you this one? Okay, when you see the triangle and the bubble here, is it rising edge or falling edge?
Falling edge, because it's negative, right?
Yeah, that means when the signal from high to low, okay, it will trigger something, and then this one you don't understand. Step 1, step 2, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, let's look at this Q2. Q2 you understand, right? Okay. Right, when on the falling edge, this one it will trigger something. And so that okay. On the falling edge, correct? This one is on the falling edge, something will trigger. Okay, what does it trigger? Do you know? What does it trigger to this? What does it trigger so that this device do something? Do you know what does it do?
It store the memory, right?
Yeah, basically, uh, okay, so the memory means the value here, the value, this D stand for theta, this value will be transferred to Q2, which means that it's stored inside Q2 lah. All right, this one, can you understand? That means when on the following edge, okay, on the following edge, D transfer to Q. That means the data here will be transferred to Q. Like what you say, the value will be stored inside here. That means after the following edge, the value in Q2 will stay. It's unlike the logic circuit. Logic circuit, AND gate, OR gate, wherever the input change, the output will change. Right? Then after that, immediately after that, if the input change again, the output will change accordingly. But this one is on the following edge, the value stored there. Then after the following edge, the value will stay. Do you get what it means? That means when you are in the class, right? Or when I do the revision.
Yes.
Okay, so basically D will transfer to Q. So what it means is, for example, let's say the input D is 1, then the value 1 will be transferred to Q.
Mm.
All right. Then after that, after the following edge, okay, after the following edge, for example, around here, do you see my mouse? After the following edge will be step 2 already. Q will stay. So that means it will stay as 1. It will stay as 1 until the next trigger.
Mm.
Okay. So for example, we look at this one. Since you say you only understand the following edge, so following edge is this one Q2, right? And this one, right? Q2 is this one, right? So let's look at this one. Okay. So remember, I mentioned there is an important technique. Where I need to adjust the aircon. Remember, I said there's an important technique because it's a falling edge. So you have to label the falling edge. Correct? Label the falling edge this way. That means, do you see the cross signal here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand this one? This data. What is the relationship between this timing diagram and the diagram here? This clock is sent to here, correct? Right. And then this data is sent to here. So eventually, this signal, this clock, you trace a wire, okay, you trace a wire, in the end, it's going to this clock, correct? Okay, and then this signal data, it will flow along this wire, the signal flow on this wire, and then it will go into this D. This one you understand, right? So based on these two input, the D and the clock, the Q2 will respond accordingly, correct? It can be 0 or 1, huh? All right, understand, right? This is just a theory. Then now I look at the example. I will explain all this example here. Can I proceed to explain how to plot the signal here? So I'm going to explain to you how to plot this signal. The number one important step is, because as you mentioned just now, is a falling edge. So you have to identify the falling edge. So this one, for example, low to high is not a falling edge, right? Only when high to low is falling edge, right? Then after that low, it doesn't trigger, it's not a falling edge. This is also not a falling edge. And then this one is a falling edge, right? Correct. Correct. You understand, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all this doesn't trigger, all this signal here doesn't trigger the flip-flop. Only when this instant, when you shift from high to low, it's a falling edge, it will trigger the flip-flop, right? And then this one also doesn't, and then finally, this one shifts from high to low. it will trigger the flip-flop, correct or not? Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 instance will trigger the flip-flop and the Q2 will be 0 or 1 accordingly, correct? Okay, so the module leader also use the same approach. Do you see the module leader also write T1, T2, T3, T4? Okay. So I will erase away this annotation because this software got some limitation. The annotation I will erase. So basically, the following edge is here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I erase the annotation. Okay, so now what you need to do is you just need to look at the you just need to follow the step here. Okay, so for example, you see on following you identify step 1. When is step 1? Step 1 is when there's a falling edge, correct? So it's this instant. So on falling edge, D transfer to Q. Okay, so initially it's low. Okay, then after that it will stay low until the falling edge, right? Correct. This part here is it will stay low until the falling edge. So now the falling edge come in. Okay, then you just follow the instruction D transfer to Q. So D is 0, right? You look at this one, D at this point is 0, right? So Q2 will be 0. Do you see it's written D equal to 0 here? Can I proceed?
Yes.
Okay, so basically the waveform is just now I mentioned it stay until at this instant. Okay, at this instant because D is low, so Q2 will be low because D transfer to Q. Okay, right. So after this you will go to step 2, right? Because after this, the trigger is over already. So now after that, what happened? Q stay until the next trigger. So Q stay. So this is Q, right? Q is 0. So it will stay until when?
Until the
Next
T2.
trigger. T2. Good. Okay. So this trigger come in. So now on falling edge, something happened. So you come back to step 1 again because step 1 basically is talking about on falling edge. All right. So on falling edge, D transfer to Q. So on falling edge, what is D? Can you tell me what is the D value? Is it low or high?
High, 1.
High, 1.
Up.
So D transfer to Q means it will be high so it's high, right? So it'll be high. Then immediately after that is step 2 already because the trigger is already over, right? So after the trigger, after the falling edge, Q stay until the next trigger. So what is the value for Q at this point? Is it high or low?
High.
High. So it will stay high until when?
Until T3.
Until T3. And then this one low and high as usual, you just join it okay? Yeah. So same thing, when the falling edge come in, okay, you repeat the process again, step 1 and step 2, D transfer to Q. So can you tell me what is the value for D?
1 is high.
High. Then what is the value for Q?
1.
So because D transfer to Q, it just follow, D will just transfer to Q, so it's high, Q will be high. So immediately after that is step 2, right? So what happened? Can you tell me? Step 2 is what?
2 all the way until T4.
Yeah, so it will be stay high all the way until T4. Yeah. And this one, can you tell me at this instant what happened?
It go low, it falling edge.
Yeah, D is low, then Q will be low, so it's low. All right. Then after that you go to step 2 already. Step 2 means it will stay low until the next trigger. Yeah. Can you understand? Do you have any question for this Q2?
No.
No. Okay, so basically, just to summarize, you just do step 1 and step 2. And the important point is remember to label the falling edge. Then you just focus on the falling edge. And then you just focus on the falling edge, D transfer to Q. That means if D is low, Q is low. Then after that, step 2, stay until the next trigger. That's all. So after that, you just repeat the process, step 1 and step 2 again, and so on. Correct now? Okay. No question. Okay, so No question. Can we look at Q1? How to plot Q1? Do you know how to do this one?
You can look at the click.en.
Yeah. Okay. So for this one, Q1. Okay. Q1 is this one. So now we are looking at this device. Correct. This one don't bother already. Correct or not? Correct. Okay. So you say look at the EN is correct. So what do you understand about this one? That means when EN is high or low, then you will trigger the device. So my question now is, when EN is high, choice one, choice one, okay. My question to you so EN okay, when it's high, then D transfer to Q, it will trigger the flip flop. Okay, it will trigger when it's high, it will trigger the device. Or when it's low.
High.
High, okay. Why high?
Because the other one is low.
What do you mean by the other one?
The Q2 we look at the falling edge one. Then Q1 will be
Okay,
rising edge.
actually you look at this one you should be able to tell, you know, you look at this way of drawing the diagram, you should know EN is high. When it's high, it will trigger the flip flop. The reason is the other one okay, where the other possibility is something like that. So let's say EN is drawn in this way. Okay, do you see the difference between this EN and this EN? Do you see the difference?
Yeah, this one is negative, then the
Yeah.
other one is positive.
So when you see based on the symbol here, if you don't see a bar, that means when it's high, okay, when it's high, it will trigger the flip flop. If you see this symbol with a bar on top and the little bubble here, that means when it's low, okay, when it's low, then it will trigger the device. Okay? And so now basically this is what happened, okay? For the Latch, okay? You have step 1 and step 2 similar to this one, but this time around is EN, correct? So as long as EN is high, correct? As long as EN is high, EN stands for enable, or when enable is high, D transfer to Q. Okay, and in this case, you copy the D waveform. Okay, and then after that, EN will shift to low, right? That will go to step 2. Okay, so in step 2, Q will stay until the next enable. The concept is similar to this one. Q will stay until the next trigger. This one will stay until the next enable. So I use the same technique. The important part is this part, when enable is high. So when enable is high, you have to, maybe I use blue color, okay? This is the duration when it will trigger the device, right? In this case, it's a latch. This is the duration, correct or not? Right, when EN is high, correct or not? Do you agree? Do you agree? Hello?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So we start from left to right, okay? Initially it's low, so you will stay low. Then when EN is high, what happened? You copy the D waveform. So you look at the D waveform, okay, that means during this duration. That means during this duration, I think I use, I think I better capture the screenshot first. Okay, so now we do the step 1, okay? As long as enable is high, D transfer to Q. Correct. So if you look at this part, okay, do you see during this duration, okay, during this duration? Oh yeah, it's very difficult to teach online. Let me see what is the best way to draw. Is there a dashed line for this? Okay, during this duration is from here to here, correct? From here to here. Right. You look at this duration, from here to here, which is from here to here, right? Right. So the waveform is like that, right? The waveform is high, then low, right? So same thing. Your Q1 will be high, then low, because you are asked to copy the D waveform during this duration here, drawn by the two vertical red lines. Do you see that?
Okay.
So I erase the annotation. So basically, you copy this waveform to here, right? This is step one. Step one finished already. The enable switch to low, right? Okay, enable switch to low. So what happened? Q stay until the next enable. Okay, so just now the waveform is like that, right? Then this is step one. Step two is it will stay until the next enable. So you'll just continue until the next enable. Where is it? It's here, correct now? Right. Jolene, do you have any question?
No.
No. So now we have done here until the next trigger. Okay, so now the next trigger is here. So I shift the window here so that you can focus on here. The next trigger is here when the duration is high. Right. So let's do step one. As long as EN is high, D transfer to Q. Can you tell me D is what? The waveform is what? High or low? High, right? High. So during this duration, it's high. Right, during this duration is high. That's all. The waveform is basically high all the way during this duration when enable is high. So that is step one. You copy the D waveform. Okay, So now when we do step two, can you tell me what happened? Step two. So step two is here. Yeah. It will go high or low?
High until
because
the next one.
because it say stay until the next EN. So it stay high, stay as the same previous stage, stay as the same previous state. Okay, stay as high until the next trigger. When is the next trigger? Here. Right. Right. Okay, So we have finished step one, step two. Then now the enable here switch to high again. So we repeat step one and step two again. Correct now? Correct now? Yeah. So now I erase the annotation. Okay. So now I focus on the next enable. When the next enable is high, correct? Here, it's here, right? Right. So can you tell me what to do next? You do step one, right? Step one. So where's the D waveform?
Yeah.
Yeah, D waveform is there's a problem of maybe I share the screen to you. I can give control to you. Yeah. Can you tell me where is the D waveform? Now you are doing step one, right? D waveform. Yeah, D waveform is here. Yeah, good. Okay. So now so next, what do you need to do? After you identify the D waveform already, what do you need to do?
Draw.
Yeah. You copy the waveform. So is just now you draw. You already okay. Just now you already identified this waveform, right? This is the D waveform. So Q1 will follow the same waveform in this way. Okay, good. All right. So you have done step one. Copy the D waveform. All right. Okay. So okay. So what is next? Step two. What does it do? Step two. Can you use your mouse to draw? You have I think you can do annotation, right? Can.
Then you
Yeah.
All the no, wait, they all the way until here.
So is there is it possible to erase it? Control Z or what?
I don't know.
Your notation?
Okay.
Can.
Until here.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, because now you are doing step 2. Q stay until the next enable. Yeah, done already.